Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, and welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies guide. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Beamsmasher on Terminus. So, first things first, you need dead wire on whatever weapon you're using. Dead wire can be obtained from the arsenal for 500 salvage. So from here, head to the Pack-a-Punch lift. Start at the very bottom and activate the lift. As you're ascending, if you're facing the Pack-a-Punch machine, turn around and you'll see some windows. In the window, there is an electrical panel that you have to shoot with the gun that has dead wire equipped. Once that happens, an electric current will go to a second box, shoot that one, and then the current will go to a third box at the top of the lift. From there, shoot the third box and the current will once again move to another box, this time in the Juggernog room. Head over there, shoot the box, and for the final time, the current will move to a fifth box, this time outside. Shoot the final box and the doors right next to it will open, revealing a secret room. This is the room with the Beamsmasher buildable table. In the room, there is a zombie you have to kill. Once you kill the zombie, it will drop an EMP fob. Take the fob over to the C-Tower room where Elemental Pop is located and you'll see a briefcase. Open the briefcase with the fob and you'll pick up a resonator. Take the resonator back to the secret room and interact with this device inserting the resonator. So now that you've done this, you need to find 3 different computers around the map. Each computer will have a letter associated with it and that will be either X, Y, or Z. The X computer is located right under the C-Tower just before you go into the cave. Interact with the computer and it will show a symbol. Keep this in mind because all of the other computers will also show symbols. The Y computer is close to spawn. Outside the room where Quick Revive is, you'll see the computer to the right. Once again, activate the computer and get the symbol. And finally, the Z computer is located outside the building where Stamina Up is. So once you've interacted with the final computer, getting that symbol, head back to the room with the Beamsmasher buildable table. In the room, there are 2 whiteboards. The first one we're going to focus on is the one on the left. With the symbols that you just got from the computers, they will correlate to the number that you need. So what do I mean by that? If you interact with the device that you put the resonator in once again, 3 post-it notes will appear on the device. That way you don't have to go back to each computer to check on your symbols. So X, Y, and Z correlate to those particular symbols. On the whiteboard, you'll see a table. On the left side of the table is 0, 1, and 2, and on the very bottom is 2, 1, and 0. Based on the symbol on the table, that will determine the number. So, for example, in my game, the symbol that associated with X is 21, because on the table, that symbol falls between 2 and 1. So you take the number on the left and put the number on the bottom right next to it, that's how you get 21. Which means Y in my game ended up being 0, because on the table, the circle symbol associates with 0. And lastly, Z in my game ended up being 20, because that symbol fell between 2 and 0. So now we have these 3 numbers, 21, 0, and 20. Focusing on the second whiteboard now, there are 3 math equations that you have to solve. And so from here, it's basic math, substituting the letters with the numbers that you just got. So the first equation is 2x plus 11. So that's going to be 2 times 21 plus 11. And so the solution for the first equation in my game was 53. The second equation is 2z plus y in parentheses minus 5. For the second equation, you have to use PEMDAS. So first you have to do what's in the parentheses, 2z plus y. So plugging in the numbers that we got for z and y, in parentheses, it's 2 times 20 plus 0, which comes out to 40 minus 5. That means my second number in my game is 35. And now, moving on to the last equation, it's y plus z in parentheses minus x. So once again, do what's in the parentheses first. That would be 0 plus 20, which is 20. Then I have 20 minus 21, which equals negative 1. And so now we have these numbers, 53, 35, and negative 1. Go back to the device where the resonator is and input the code. You'll notice that on this console, there is no place to input a negative number. So just ignore the negative number and treat it like a positive number. So my code in reality is actually 53, 35, and 1. Once you input the code, the device will calibrate. Once the device is calibrated, it will show you a location on the map. Pick up the resonator from the machine and head to that island. On the island, you'll see a blue orb. Interact with the blue orb. An energy beam will shoot out of the orb affecting a zombie. Kill the zombie and it will drop a smaller energy orb. Pick up the small orb and take it back to the big one. You have to do this roughly 2 or 3 times until you're done. When you're holding the smaller orb, you're running and your aiming is going to be affected, so you can't sprint and you can't aim down sights. But once you've completed the first orb, it will shoot off to a different island. Once the orb leaves the island, it will drop an item. Pick up the item and head to the next island. On the second island, the orb will turn green and you have to repeat the process. Interact with the orb, shoot the zombie that is affected by the orb, pick up the small orb and take it back to the big one. And then pick up the item once the green orb leaves. Once you do that, the orb will leave for for a third and final time to a different island. This time the orb is going to be purple and just do the same thing again. However, this time around when you kill a zombie that's been affected by the purple orb, it will drop purple fire that will damage you. But once you're done collecting these smaller orbs for the purple orb, it will drop the third and final item. Pick up the item and head back to the secret room. You can then walk up to the buildable table and craft the Beamsmasher. Congratulations, you have just obtained a free Beamsmasher wonder weapon on Terminus. Thank you all so much for watching. If you found this guide to be comprehensive, straight to the point, and useful, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.